Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's Jazz starting lineup. Starting at small forward, at 6'3", number 23, Royce O'Neal. At the other forward position, at 6'6", number 2, Joe Ingles. At point guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 10, Michael Conley. At the other guard position, 6 feet 1 inches, number 45, Donovan Mitchell. Manning the middle, 7 feet, number 27, Rudy Gobert. Ladies and gentlemen, your Utah Jazz!
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, the writing was on the wall for the end of the grit and grind era in Memphis. So Mike Conley, the Grizzlies' all-time leader in points, assists, three-pointers, and games played, knew it was time for him to part ways with the organization. In joining Utah, Conley is on a team with a chance to once again compete deep into the playoffs. And Kevin, he's a significant upgrade for the Jazz.
You're right, D.A., a big lift for their offense. And he defends, too. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Friday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Saturday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to...
Back in 2011, alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
And so off the tip, it's Utah. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Kicks it to Ingles. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Paul, Adams. It's good on the putback.
Adams just continuing to grind it out. Outstanding staying after that possession. And then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Now here is Conley. Mitchell outside. Off target from outside.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Conley scanning the floor. Mitchell outside. Back to Conley. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
And guys, this first meeting always sort of sets the tone for how the rest of the season series will play out. For teams that know each other this well, this initial game is a big one.
Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Mitchell outside. Ingles trying to get open. The Jazz again can't hit it. Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Gallinari passes to Dort. The shot's good.
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
And every season, the Thunder continue to be one of the more dominating teams on the glass.
You just wonder how much Steven Adams has been the catalyst for that kind of mentality. We know that offensively he's always in there to grab rebounds, but it's part of what they know is important in any possession is collecting the ball.
And the free throw, no good. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
the
up.
NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Paul passes to Dort. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits from the high post.
I'd like to see Gilgeous-Alexander continue to get more and more consistent from there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Conley kicks to Gobert. Outside Conley. Mitchell right side. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Mitchell missing. The Thunder leading by 4. Here's Dort. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's the Jazz's ball. Conley finds Ingles. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Ingles has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Now, here is O'Neal. Guarded closely. Pass to Paul. They get the rebound. Adams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, he's such a big guy, Adams, but he does move quite well, and that helps his ability to get to the free throw line. Well, that's a guy out there in Steven Adams that you just have to pay attention to. Every night he's going to bang around the opposing big guys and be a threat around the rim to score and pick up offensive rebounds.
Throw good, Adams. And with Adams on the offensive glass, he is impossible to move.
Well, that's a big reason why a couple years ago, Kevin, he grabbed more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds. So you know he's going to live in the paint.
And so Adams nails both of them.
Well, 12th pick in the NBA draft back in 2013. The cool thing would be, Kevin, if Steven Adams plays as many seasons as he has siblings. That would be 17.
Molinari passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams outside. To the paint. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his third basket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Mitchell. Pulls up. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. 4-point game. Gallinari surveying the D. And Gallinari throws it down.
Nice to see Gallo with a head of steam, and he throws down the hammer jam.
Jazz have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Mitchell against Paul. Baseline jumper. That one misses. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Mitchell. Dort passes to Adams. Over Ingles. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Brent, in this next question culture we're in, what comments do you want to hear from players who have just lost a game and facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin, and the thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent first. Mm-hmm. Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on that night. So you don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit first. Secondly, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility, they'll say that they could have played better first. And that takes and deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most, and their challenge is we'll get better tomorrow. Mm-hmm. We'll get better next game. And that they know there's room to grow. Those 3 things are pretty impactful.
Well said. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Joe Ingles. George Niang comes in for O'Neal. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Mudiay in for Mike Conley. Here's Gobert. Oh, that was something else.
If there's a skill set you'd like your point guard to have, that's exceptional court vision. Mudiay shows it off there with that assist.
Here's Diallo. Goes back up. Adams. And good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Now Clarkson. The Thunder pull it in. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the inside. And the layup is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Mudiay. He dishes it to Clarkson. And Gobert kicks to Clarkson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You're going to burn yourself when you get up that close to Clarkson. He's explosive.
The Thunder leading by 8. And there's the pass to Adams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And it's in there. Diallo's got his second bucket.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And here's Clarkson. Passes it to Gobert. Back to Clarkson. Over Diallo. Shot's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, the defense did everything in their powers to make that possession difficult. Jordan just more powerful.
Noel with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Ferguson. From outside, off the mark. Jazz trail by 8. We've got 1:55 left in the first. Pass to Clarkson. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
And yes, it's good.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And the pass to Ferguson. Back to Schroeder. And here is Noel, defended by Mudiay. Pass to Ferguson. Back to Noel. Now here's Diallo. Shot clock at 2. Gobert with the block, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Mike Muscala is checked in for Oklahoma City. Andre Robertson comes in for Diallo. It's Gobert with the ball for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 6. Moutier against Schroeder. Clarkson surveying the floor. Back to Moutier. Just 5 on the clock. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, just so crucial that Moutier becomes a very consistent mid-range shooter for this team. Like to watch him focus on improving that shot.
Now here's Schroeder. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Rebounded by the Jazz.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Moutier passes to Gobert. Here's Niang. There's the 3. The offensive rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. Utah shooting their first free throws of this game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. That one misses. Now Robertson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Schroeder to end the cold streak. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Steven Adams has been leading the charge for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Back right after this. There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul. And Chris talked about where all that started.
It's been a sort of long relationship, you know, and obviously me, Bron, Melo, D-Wade have all really got really close. And that stems from the time with the Olympics, USA teams, and then just sharing a lot of the same likes and values and having kids and family and different things like that.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GAs spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, Ferguson out there with Nerlens Noel. Then it's Mike Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Robertson in at the 2. Schroeder, Gobert with the block. And they get it back.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Dennis Schroeder, how he performed last season. Last season, he averaged 15 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, it's been up and down the last few years for Nerlens Noel, but there are still some impactful numbers for the minutes that he's on the floor as a rim protector.
All free throws good from Noel. And for Noel, his numbers will never match the visual impact he has on the floor, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's definitely a player about the little things out there, just being a rim protector, making sure that guys think about him when they're attacking the rim.
Now, here's Mudiay. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
So much of a floater is about balance and control, and Mudiay had that on display in spades.
Ferguson kicks to Robertson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Tough last year for Robertson with the knee injury and missing a lot of the season, as he's a defensive staple for this team.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Gobert. Mitchell comes in for Georges Niang. And it's Mike Conley in for Emmanuel Mudiay. And that one misses. And with Robertson, his absence last year was definitely felt.
Yeah, it hurt the starting lineup and some of the balance that they had established for the last 3 or 4 seasons with Robertson in the lineup. He raises the level of that defensive intensity on a nightly basis.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Gallinari on the wing. And Davis pulls it down.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Basket good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
Keeping that ball absolutely on a string. Gilgeous-Alexander capable of getting creative.
Conley, the pass to Davis. Ball against Conley. He feeds it to Ingles. Kicks it out to Mitchell. It's up a 3. The Thunder pull it in. They've led by as much as 10. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Well, a look at that 2018 Clippers draft pick and Gilgeous-Alexander. His incredible size at the point guard spot makes him one of the more intriguing players from that class.
And last season with Gilgeous-Alexander, Greg, you could see what he was capable of with his length.
Well, he is just so difficult to slow up when he's running downhill at a defender. Already a plus defender in his offense coming along, he could be a scary figure at that point guard position.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, last season, maybe not a lot talked about with regards to how it is that the Oklahoma City team played defensively. Now, that's coming on the foundation of Paul George on the perimeter, so somebody's going to have to step up in that void. But it was a strength of their team, and we'll see if these other players in these roles can make sure they consistently stay good on that end of the floor.
And Brent, going back to the defense, as the Thunder have lost some of their top scorers, guarding, defending has become a major emphasis.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting time in Oklahoma City for a lot of teaching to get done with these players who are going to have an opportunity to play minutes they have not played before. They look for length and athleticism and hopefully find some guys that have a defensive upside.
It's tipped, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. Fifth on the list, the Thunder.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Paul kicks to Muscala. Gallinari against Ingles. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before in the legal defense. It used to be a game really of two stars on one side of the floor operating, and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league has gone now.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes. It's definitely a better game in terms of the movement.
Jazz trail by 5. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
It would take some very special defense to stop him once he gets that close to the bucket, and they weren't special that time.
Now here's Paul, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Lots of room. Bucket is good, and the Thunder lead by 5. And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. Outside, Davis. To the middle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Ingles has got 6.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Call against Conley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Such a savvy guard, easily getting the foul call on those type of shots.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
And the first one drops.
Just such leadership that Chris Paul brings every night to the floor. It commands your respect and the opponent's respect, and it's making everyone around him better right now.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Diallo comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And so Paul nails both of them.
And just over 80% from the line right now. A big improvement over what they shot in that first quarter.
Paul against Conley. Knocks it loose. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. Good season for him last year. He was around 23 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's putting in the effort, and you can see him getting better with time.
So many little things that you have to learn to grow as a player. He's just going through a bit of that process right now.
Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up. Here's the lob to Adams. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
Now here's Conley. On the wing, Mitchell. There's the feed to Ingles. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Ingles has got 4 points this quarter. Oklahoma City leading by 5. And here is Paul. The dish to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
The pick and roll was perfect on that play. It opens up a terrific look for Gallo there.
Conley dishes to Ingles. Trying to get open is Davis.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Paul surveying the floor. Unloads from 13. Again, Oklahoma City.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Conley against Paul. Conley kicks to Mitchell. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Dort. Diallo finds Gallinari. Inside. And Adams with the basket on the assist from Gallinari. And now it's a 9-point Thunder lead. And the Jazz call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
I make everybody fall off. Handle life all black like a Batman. Dribble too much, who is that, man? Put your name and your niggas on a hashtag. This is easy, it's like shooting on a trash can. Like shooting more from Mooney, I
swear. For the Jazz, Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And you ask around, his coaches and teammates love Donovan Mitchell. The way he carries himself, really infectious, upbeat, but also a born competitor.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And going into the 2017 draft, Mitchell was a sleeper. Maybe even Greg to himself, he wasn't sure he was ready to make that leap.
And you know, Kevin, it was the NBA players he was working out with in the summertime who told him, man, you're ready right now. And a season that saw him second in Rookie of the Year votes validated that and built his confidence. Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Here's Niang. Adams defending. Niang passes to O'Neal. Clock at 6. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Fourth, Rudy Gobert.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers, really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Now, here's Diallo, covered by Mitchell. Adams dishes to Schroeder. Buries the long-range jumper. Schroeder's got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder.
Well, Schroeder likes to drive first, now establishing the shoot-first confidence. Love watching him rise up immediately after the catch.
Mudiay finds Mitchell. Turnaround Jay. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Now, here's Schroeder. He has 5. Adams, the pass to Schroeder. Mudiay with the rebound.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from O'Neal. Schroeder kicks to Diallo. Pass to Noel.
Well, when Nerlens Noel stays very confident offensively, good things like this tend to happen.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
That's good from Noel.
And for Coach Billy Donovan of the Thunder, a lot on the line. In his last year of a 5-year contract with the team, the end result of this team will determine his future with the franchise.
Well, this team has never missed the playoffs under his watch, and the interesting thing with the massive trades that happened in the offseason, how much Billy Donovan gets the opportunity now to teach and coach this group of players.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Mudiay. The Thunder pull it in. Adams has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And so it's Oklahoma City holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Billy, balanced scoring for your team. How pleased are you with the way they're keeping everybody involved offensively?
Well, those guys, I think, have done a really good job of moving the ball and sharing the ball, and they're finding open men and they're willing passers, and I think because of that, they've been efficient offensively.
Open shots tend to be made. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A big night so far for Steven Adams. He had 12 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
Well, they got a nice advantage in the free throw department. I wish I was a shooter. They've been the one taking the direct approach. They're driving the lane, being physical, and forcing the opposing D into tight spots. And that's got them a lot of points at the line and the lead.
Kenny, what do you have to say about the Jazz?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. That's the group right now for Utah. Jazz trail by 11. Mitchell with it. The 11-footer. That one wide left.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Now here's Paul. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
Well, that's a sweet spot for Paul. That zone between the arc and the paint might be his favorite. A career 50% two-point shooter.
Here is Conley. From 12 feet out. Here's Gobert, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Gobert's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
The wide open look here for Ingles. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 12 points for him.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Paul for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league.
Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. Pass to Dort. Over O'Neal. And too long on the shot. Jazz trail by 9. Ingles dishes to Mitchell. Now the pass to Gobert. Mitchell outside. Back to Gobert. Over Gallinari. Here's Ingles. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
And the wide open shot from Paul. The Thunder with another miss. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. That'll put Joe Ingles on the line. That one on Gallinari. The Jazz have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder. On the free throw, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Dort. High arcing shot. That shot off the mark. Gobert with the defensive effort. Passes it to Ingles. He kicks it to Mitchell. O'Neal up top. Back to Mitchell. From deep. Here's Gobert. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Pass to Dort. Feeds it to Muscala. Mitchell against Paul. Over Mitchell. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And the shot goes in. Conley's got his third basket of the night right there.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
The Jazz with some changes. Ed Davis is checked in for O'Neal, and it's Clarkson in for Donovan Mitchell. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Diallo's checked in. Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Paul's got 8 points.
Always been so tough as Paul. These types of finishes are definitely not easy.
Now, here's Clarkson. Defense right on him. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Ingles, that's for two. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City, and they're running. Here's Diallo, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Now it's a 7-point Oklahoma City lead. For Utah, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. That's to Gobert. Back to Clarkson. The 17-footer. Thunder with the rebound. Muscala's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The pass to Diallo. With the second effort, and Davis sends it back.
It's a wonder we don't see more of that from Davis. He has the live legs and instincts to be a premier shot blocker in the league.
George Niang, he's checked in for Utah. Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for Michael Conley. And then for Oklahoma City, Noel's checked in for Gallinari. Andre Robertson comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. Now, here is Muscala. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Clock at 4. Here's Diallo. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Here's Clarkson. They trail by 9 points. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
From 11 feet away, here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Now here's Schroeder. He's got 5. Back to Noel. Schroeder against Mudiay. That's good from Schroeder on the assist by Noel. And that's now 7 points for Dennis Schroeder.
And Schroeder did not even have to think twice about that shot. This young man simply devours these chances inside.
Passes it to Gobert. Dishes it to Clarkson. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Noel. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. From down in the low post, it goes. And now it's an 11-point Thunder lead
You can see how Schroeder's eyes get big whenever he has a chance like that, surprising from the point guard position.
It's blocked. Pass to Muscala. Back to Schroeder. Now here's Diallo. Ingles covering. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Noel's got the lead up to 13 now for the Thunder.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the Jazz call time here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
From off the top, the flow inside, they got you shot. Come from off the top, you know where these mother spot. Come from off the top, the flow inside, they got you shot. Come from off the top, come from off the top.
Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Diallo. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. Second, the Thunder.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Now, here's Mudiay. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all three levels.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
Clarkson, it's interesting for him. He's not really a point guard and not really a shooting guard, so trying to find ways to stay in the game and stay aggressive and do whatever is asked of him to earn minutes.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 12-3 run. Here's Schroeder, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And you watch Dennis Schroeder, you can see how deadly Brent he can be when he's locked in.
Well, he accepted the role in Oklahoma City about coming off the bench and trying to be a spark plug. For Schroeder, it's really about consistency, Kevin.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Schroeder. Greg, last season, Dennis Schroeder transitioning to more of a sixth-man role with the Thunder.
And for his first go at that role, I thought Schroeder looked really good. He's always been able to score and create, and coming off the bench might be the best spot for him.
Schroeder hits them both.
Well, the potential Schroeder has is pretty exciting. Such a lightning-quick point guard.
To the middle, here's Clarkson. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay. Mudiyay's got his 5th assist in this one. Schroeder passes to Noel. Kicks to Robertson. no good that time. And it's Utah the other way. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Moutier, no good. The Thunder leading by 12. Here's Ferguson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Noel. Here's Ferguson. Defended by Gobert.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Schroeder. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Now, here's Clarkson. 11 points in the game. From deep. Misses there. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll return shortly. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
One of the biggest things is not to react to anything. Okay, get to the next play and get the defensive boards. All right, stops, it's defensive boards.
Well, as we just heard asking his guys to just keep it moving, Quinn Snyder doesn't want his guys to get caught up in their own heads.
I mean, great point. There's no value in dwelling on each mistake. Learn what you can, then forget about it. Move on.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Steven Adams is out there with Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Schroeder. The pass to Ferguson. Sinks the three-pointer.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Mitchell outside. Passes to Clarkson. Now Mitchell. Over Noel. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
And Adams kicks it over to Schroeder. Back to Adams. Misses in close.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough. And lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Jazz. Royce O'Neal comes in for Georges Niang. And it's Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. The Thunder also changing it up. Gallinari, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Terrence Ferguson. Now here's Schroeder. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. Paul's checked in for the Thunder. Gallinari against Ingles. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Sweet shot from Gallo. So many ways he can hurt you.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Ball against Conley. He dishes it to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. And it's off the back rim, no good. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Thunder leading by 15. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. With the fadeaway.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Down low. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Paul kicks to Adams. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded close. Doesn't go that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Ingles, that's for 2. It's hauled in by Adams.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Here's Dort. Tries it from 9. Stolen by Conley. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Gobert. Lays it up and banks it in. Gobert's got 6 points in the quarter.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Now here's Adams. Gallinari outside, and he gets the jumper to drop.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Jazz trail by 13. Conley the pass to Ingles. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Dort. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Dort. Michael Conley making his last shot. Gallinari on the wing. Ingles covering. Paul for 3. Kept alive. Here's Adams. 2 points. That one goes.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Conley against Paul. Gobert the pass to Mitchell. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Paul outside. Here's Gallinari. Here's Adams. And another shot. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul for 3. The Thunder get it back in a new 14. Yep, that one goes in there. And that's 11 points for Gallinari.
Well, Gallo almost pushes 7 feet, so he comes up with the offensive rebound and putback because of his size.
And the Jazz call time here. Well, when Danilo Gallinari came into the NBA, Brent, he was just a catch-and-shoot type player. But he's so much more than that now.
Well, I think with the way the league has changed with the three-point shot and Gallinari's ability to do that, he's gotten a lot smarter about picking his spots when the pump fake can drive in and draw some contact.
Shot. Really around just in case y'all forgot. They've been trying to stop the way.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Steven Adams.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight, an outstanding performance. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
And it's Mitchell missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
That one falls. And the Thunder lead by 15.
Just sound ball movement by Gallinari, who gets the assist on that made bucket.
And here is Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Paul with the ball.
Beautiful right there. Good form, soft touch. Paul, a consistent threat in all aspects of the game.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. Now the pass to Ingles. Ball against Conley. 5 on the clock. Back to Ingles. Over Gallinari. Another miss by Utah. The Thunder leading by 18. Paul with the ball. Over Conley. And he overshot that one, missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
He kicks it to Mitchell. To stop the run. Here's Gobert. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Gobert, no good on that free throw.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
They grabbed their own miss, and Adams kicks to Gallinari. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, covered by Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. Gobert with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Jazz trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Gobert. Their turnaround jumper, and they pick up 2. Gobert's got 14 points now in the second half. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Thunder.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Steven Adams.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
So both teams making some changes here. Free throw drops for Mitchell. On offense, here are the Thunder. Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Diallo the pass to Nader. And it's Bradley with the rebound. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. Here's Mitchell. Another miss by Utah. Now here's Diallo. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Gallo, thanks very much. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.